Like to call meeting to order, please stand. Pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Motion to approve the minutes of the March 14th, 2024 regular board meeting.
I make a motion we approve the minutes for March 14th meeting.
Is there a second? Is there a second?
Can I second? I was not.
You weren't here.
Can I say second? That's fine. That's
And
good.
move supported that we accept the minutes of the March 14th, 2024 regular board meeting. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Seeing none, carried. You received a copy of your treasurer's report. Any questions? If not, placed on file. No planning commission meetings are approved yet. And there was no appeal, correct?
Correct.
Anyone with anything to bring before the board at this time?
I'd like to bring up about our subdivision, the streets over there are getting pretty bad. Is that something I can bring up here?
Sure.
They're getting decayed right out. The last time that anything was done on those streets, I believe was back in 1990, when they tarred and gravelled it. And since then, there's been nothing, and they just keep going through and putting patches in. And the road's just, not my street so much as Parkland is really, really bad.
Is that the furthest one to the east?
Furthest one is, yes. I mean, that road is like, the road commission just comes every day, and just puts blacktop down, you get a rain and it heaves up and it just floods off. It's in pretty bad shape, that road.
Okay. You know, yeah, we can consider.
I'd also like to make a motion that maybe you guys should get new chairs for you guys. They're looking pretty bad.
Oh, that's all.
I just thought, I just noticed that, I thought maybe you could use,
We don't need to pay for anything more.
I'm just being nice, I thought they
You want road or chairs?
those look comfortable, but I mean, I'd get new ones. They look like they've been here for a few years.
Like all of us.
Put your jacket, sweat up over
Yeah,
it.
like all of us, yeah, we're all getting pretty old.
Anything else?
You guys keep getting older, I'm not getting older, I'm just becoming more vintage.
Oh, that's okay. Anyone else? Okay. County Commissioner?
All right, we had our board meeting on the 9th. So this week, Tuesday, we had to meet earlier than normal because of the equalization report. Treasurer Rachel Nelson came before us with a quarterly report. Foreclosures this year. Only 8 parcels were foreclosed on due to reverted taxes, which is the lowest number I remember. Not to say there hasn't been less, but I don't remember anything lower than that in my tenure. For 2022, there were no claims made on foreclosed property by the property owners. In 2023, there was 5 claims that were made from the property owners on this foreclosed property. As you know, things change, so if somebody has foreclosed property, they can say that they can apply to get those funds in excess of the tax bill when it's sold. Just so you know, whatever, because we're still waiting on pending litigation, any money that we acquire from tax reverted sales is not being sold. We're waiting for the courts to shake out before anything happens with any of those funds. As I mentioned, we met early for the equalization report. SEV for the county is $2.294 billion. So $2,294 million. That's up 17.75% from the previous year. That is an enormous jump. Taxable value is at $1,507 million, and that's 8.93% increase in taxable value for this fiscal year. And there probably will be a small Headley rollback, but we don't know what that's going to be as of yet. That number will be coming. Again, we met so I can sign off on the L4024s and the L4037s as the chair. Julie Cerrone, who's the new library director, came before the board with an annual report. She's doing a lot of great things. They're changing things up, but she's doing a good job. Regional Summit is going to be at the casino this year. It's going to be September 20th. The format is going to be changing, and it's going to be a half day. It's not going to be a 7-hour marathon.
Sounds good.
So that's going to be a change up. Rick Rowe is our current Veterans Director, and he is leaving that position. He is, I can tell you, is the fourth one in probably 8-9 years, and I'll tell you, fantastic job. Extremely passionate man. Hate to see him go, but he had the opportunity to move and do a job that's kind of one of his dream jobs, so he's doing that. And George Scott is the deputy. He is moving into that position effective April 20th. Out at the airport, we had a special meeting on Monday for essential air service. We had 3 bids. One was Cape Air, who our current carrier is. To be perfectly honest with you, Cape Air bid for Muskegon as well. They lost some other ones in the region, and Cape Air told us that due to not acquiring the Muskegon bid, it would not make it fiscally or feasible for them to service Manistee in the future for the following 2 years after this contract is completed, September 30th of this year. So then, in reality, it takes it down to 2. One was Boutique, another 9-seat airline, and I do have
Contour.
pictures.
Oh,
Boutique.
boutique.
And Boutique's got a Piaggio P180 made by Avante. It's Italian. The plane can go 400 miles an hour. It's a turbine, but it has props behind it. It's a different looking plane than you're used to seeing. Several runs during the week we'll be making. The most intriguing thing is they're looking to open up service to Detroit as well as Chicago O'Hare. And hopefully we'll be able to get ticketed on United, American, and hopefully even Delta. We'll see where it's going. I can tell you I have had contact with Peter's office already, trying to see what we can do to assist making sure we get into Detroit Metro, into the McNamara Terminal, hopefully Concourse C, not the Evans building, the old McNamara building from decades back. They have revitalized it, but to make that live up to its capability, if we could get into Metro, I think that would serve, it opens up a new market for us as well. But that should get us over the 10,000 employments a year, and that would open up the coffers also for federal funding of up to $1 million for FAA. Other than that, I guess that's probably about all I got. Oh, one other thing, just a tidbit for you. Hotel bookings for July are up 98% full, which is ridiculous. That's a ton. They're looking for a good summer, tourism-wise.
Coming to Manistee County?
We do these things to share our resources. Anyways, any questions?
Well, it'd be nice if you did it for local people versus all the others.
They're there for you as well. So,
At that kind of rate? Or you think I'm nuts?
well, you got a house. All right, as mentioned, I gotta hit the road. I've got guests, so I've gotta go. So, all right, we'll see you folks.
Thank you.
Make sure you get back on the plane at the right time.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
Karen, you got anything going on in your office?
Yes. For the month of March, there were no new written complaints received. There was 1 zoning permit issued, 18 requests for construction permits, and 5 reinspection fees paid. The court case for the junk violations at 3756 Chippewa Highway has been adjourned at this time. The township attorney is working with the property owner, their attorney, regarding some legal issues that have occurred. If negotiations break down at any time, we can request a hearing. I did drive by the property on Monday and some cleanup has occurred. Sweet Fire Tobacco has purchased the building located at 236 Parkdale Avenue. That's the old Verizon building, so they're gonna be going in there. The planning commission will be holding a public hearing this coming Wednesday to hear public comments and to discuss and review an ordinance to amend our regular township zoning ordinance, specifically the commercial zoning district. And then finally, the asbestos abatement is finishing up at the old Kennedy School, and the demo work is set to begin on Wednesday.
I didn't hear any round of applause.
I think it's great. They've been working, I've been watching them go by, so. They brought a lot of stuff out there.
Well, it's about time.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah,
It was looking pretty bad.
well, it takes so long for them to go through all the hoops,
yeah,
regulations.
Yes.
And that's,
yep.
The American way.
Any questions for Karen? Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Joe Circa is at a fire in the city,
Oh, no wonder.
and Rick is on vacation. So we'll move on to business, township update, the US 31 rebuild, which is supposed to take place in 2027. We've had several meetings so far, but they're gonna meet with this board, along with Karen and anyone who wants to attend on May 9th at 10 a.m. That's the reconstruction of US 31 from 155 Peanut Junction. MDOT was at the road commission yesterday. They said that the Memorial Bridge is gonna be open for traffic on Memorial Day, as it looks right now. As Karen suggested, the school demolition is in the process. And other than that, we're just cleaning up around the outside. The pickleball group is cleaning up on top of the hill, getting the playground in order for the summer use. The town hall has been cleaned, scrubbed, waxed. That's all ready for the summer season, so we're ready to rock and roll. Anything? Anything? Okay. The next item is to consider Mike Willett for appointment to the Manistee Township Planning Commission. Mike is the secretary currently.
Correct.
Planning Commission, his appointment will be up next month. And I would consider a motion to reappoint Michael Willett to the Manistee Township Planning Commission.
I'd make a motion to reappoint Mike Willett to the planning commission.
And I'd second.
Been moved, supported to reappoint Mike Willett to the Manistee Township Planning Commission. That's for a 3-year term,
Yeah.
I think? 3 or 4?
Yeah,
3 or 4?
yeah. No, 3.
3. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And tell them thank you.
Consider Jack Denson for reappointment to the Manistee Township Planning Commission. He's been on the commission for a number of years. He was the chair at one time. I would entertain a motion to reappoint him.
I'd make a motion to reappoint Jack Denson to the Manistee Township planning commission.
And I'll second.
Been moved, supported that Jack Denson be reappointed to the Manistee Township Planning Commission. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Being none carried. Thank you very much. Next item is the old rescue unit. These bids are labeled when they were received, what time they were received, in case there's a tie. I will not announce the names until the final bid, but I will announce the amount. Okay. The unit is a 1997 Suburban. The first bid we received was for $1,013. I'm sorry, this is the first time I've ever done this, so this is gonna be probably longer than it should be. Second one is for $550. Third is for $1,600.
1,600?
Yeah. $575. $575. Let's look good over there, that's sitting on the open. $1,450.
How much, Jim?
1,450.
This is a lot of bids.
So,
Right.
No, we take good care of our equipment. $3,131.
Wow. Might have a winner.
$602.50.
I'm sorry,
$602.50.
thank you.
Somebody wanted it.
Well, you've heard the bids. What's your wishes?
Make a motion to grant it to the high bidder, if that's what needs to be done.
Yeah, what was it? 16?
Number six, 3,000 something.
31.
That is Charles Fisher. Okay,
Need a second?
has there, John made a motion?
Yes.
Yes, I do need a second.
I'll second.
It's been moved, supported, we accept the high bid of $3,131.31.
101 cents.
Charles Fisher for the 1997 Chevy Silverado, Suburban. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Being none? Carried, thank you. Anything else that needs to be conducted? Hmm? Yeah, we gotta pay the bills. Need a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make a motion to allow the bills paid as presented and go on with all the incoming, or any additional incoming bills for the balance of
It's been moved, support, or is there support?
Support.
It's moved, supported that we pay the March 1st to March 31st bills as well as incoming bills for the month of April. Any discussion? All in favor?
Right.
Aye. Opposed? Being none, motion carried. Manistee County MTA is back in business and they'll meet April 24th at the Bear Lake Township Hall. That's normally at 7 PM, isn't it?
Yep.
The zoning board of appeals, do you have an appeal at this
Not at
point?
this time.
If one comes in, it'll be at May 7th, on May 7th at 6 PM. Planning commission will meet here, Wednesday, May 1st, that's at 9 AM. Next, what?
What's the meeting next week?
Correct.
Yeah.
Wednesday morning.
Oh, your special meeting is next week. Yes.
Regular meeting also.
Our regular meeting.
Right, you set up the public hearing at 9 o'clock and the planning commission meetings immediately following.
Usually our meetings after the planning commission, that's why I wanted to mention.
Okay,
There's 2 meetings before our next board meeting of the planning commission.
okay. The
Next
next,
Wednesday and May the 1st.
That is true.
Okay.
Manistee Township Board will meet here again on May 9th at 7 PM at the hall. Annual trash day is coming up, and that'll be Saturday, May 11th. That'll be over at the Township Hall parking lot again.
The fire department?
Fire department. It's a busy time. Any other public comment? Not a motion to order.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I second.
Your rules supported, we adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Seeing none? Thank you all for coming.